Old man Woody likes the crooked cock.
Sex in the prison. What do people think of that? Is it bad to have consensual sex? Does it matter if you pitch or receive? Like,
Interesting.
Or they just let it slide? Like, what's up?
So the pitch and receive thing is actually cultural, believe it or not. Amongst the groups that I was around and hung around, any form of contact, sexual contact with a man is gay. You are a punk, as they call it in there. The leper, the pariah, to not be touched, et cetera, all that.
I love how you put quotes around having sex with a man is gay.
Gay. Well, I mean, I feel like there's a philosophical debate there.
Yeah.
Personally, but not in this sense. Like, I understand what they're saying about that. Like, yeah, you got to have at least, in my opinion, I think you have to have a little bit of both ways, I guess, to even do that in the first place. I guess it doesn't necessarily make you gay, though. But that's the conversation that I had with a guy one time. Is he was like, that means you're gay. And I was like, I'm pretty sure gay means exclusively attracted to the same sex. These dudes are doing last resort because they're animals with no IQ. I don't think it inherently means that they're gay. They just can't control their bodily functions.
I see where you're coming from. All right.
Right. That's why I said gay, because it doesn't necessarily make you gay by definition. In my
That makes
opinion.
more sense. I'm glad you explained it.
Yeah. But, so people would think that they're gay and they would be social pariahs. There was no sympathy for the fact that these guys just had to get laid.
Right. No, those dudes were just animals. They just say those dudes are fucking with the punks now, basically. Like, the dudes started screwing around with the guys, and people don't fuck with them the same anymore. Like, don't do business with him. He's messing with the gay dudes. Because, unfortunately, the openly gay ones that are actually gay all the time are very much ostracized. And people really don't want to be seen associating with them, because then rumors will fly, and then you're going to have to beat the shit out of somebody for saying that you're getting fucked or something like that. But there's another culture that comes from another country that I'm not going to shout out just in case one of them disagrees and thinks I'm calling out their whole country or whatever. But in their culture, it's perfectly acceptable to receive pleasure, be that in the form of hitting it or getting it, whatever. That's not gay to them. It's the one, if you're the one that's giving the pleasure, then you're gay. So
is it a group of people that can be kind of sensitive about really any sort of anything like that? Any sort of, really anything.
Yeah, ironically, seem very, very machismo and very, very big into the bravado of, heterosexual males. But most of them, a lot of them, at least in prison, I don't know about the general population, shave
I think
their
it's all of
bodies,
them.
and they're very.
No, it's all of them.
But they're getting head from like cute little twinks.
He knows what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, but that's not considered gay though. It's not considered gay to.
Am I on target
by them? But whereas with like the white dudes that I hung around or whatever, like the set that I was rolling with, if you will, even though I was not affiliated, you do anything with a dude, that's like, no, bro, that's absolutely, it doesn't matter what you did or what happened or who did what. They don't give a fuck. You had that contact with a dude, you're out.
If you had done that, would you have been excised from that car, as you said, like the Mississippi car?
The thing about it is, in my opinion, dudes just got to rock it, man. That's the thing about it, is that when dudes are lurking around trying to sneak about it, like, bro, we all live in one big ass building. You're not hiding a damn thing. You might as well just own up and fess up to it. Like, I feel like if dudes do it, then they should just at least own up to it. And I mean, I know a lifer that was in there and he had been locked up 28, 30 years before he finally started messing around with dudes. You know what he said? He said, fuck y'all, man. I've been locked up for 30 years. Y'all can judge. I'm doing the rest of my life in here. Y'all can judge me all the fuck you want. I'll do what the hell I want. I'm grown and I'm doing a life sentence. And we're like, all right.
So on the show here, you can be open-minded and progressive about gay sex. Cool.
Yeah.
When you were in prison, did you have to hide that opinion?
I mean, like, if I had like a casual conversation with somebody, I people knew that I wasn't a homophobe. Like, if the gay dudes wanted to strike conversation with me or whatever, I'm fine with it. I'll chat back with them for a minute. I'm not going to hang around, and that's strictly out of necessity. Obviously, my mom's married to one. I'm not a homophobe in any way. It's just the bullshit that's going to arise from it. It was better for me to distance myself rather than have, hey man, I heard you over there talking to the punks. What now? You sucking dick now or something? And then I got to go fight this guy and get the shit kicked out of me because he said it. I'd just rather not even get in the situation to begin with, If people ask me, I wouldn't give a shit. I'd tell them I don't care about gay people. I don't care. There's good and bad in everybody. Black, white, gay, straight, Mexican, Muslim, Jewish. I don't give a damn. I couldn't care about any of that. They knew that, but they also knew at the same time that I didn't associate for my own reasons, just because of the environment that I was in. When in Rome, as they say, I guess, which my mom is aware of the situation. She knew how I had to be in there and she forgives me for it. So I'm good with it. Like she knows that I had to stay away from gay people pretty much.
Well, she shouldn't have to forgive you for that. You were surviving.
Yeah, exactly. I was just doing what I do, but she knows that I'm not phobic or anything like that. I couldn't give a shit less.
Can you imagine that you get out of prison and your mom's mad you weren't like
you didn't roll with the gays,
a gay warrior in prison?
You're second generation queer.
You had one opportunity
right in there.
You had one opportunity to get turned out, and you didn't even do it. Damn.
I ended on that note. I love the wordplay.
That was the best shit I've ever heard.